You're now rocking with the bad boys of the Dynasty, Nasty Noop and Terradome on Move the Sticks 365.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Move the Sticks. I'm your host, Nasty Noop, and like always, I have my co-host, Terradome, aka the OG Chris Murray. What's going on, man?
Man, a lot to talk about. We got playoffs. We got users, man, getting removed. Users coming back. It's a lot going on.
No doubt. So what's the first topic of discussion, man?
We had to hit on, man, the removal of, a user that been around a while. That boy Good. What's your thoughts? What was your thoughts on that removal as far as, him being removed from the league? What was the process that they had to go through?
Well, the process was, man, we looked at the spreadsheet. We saw there was 3 individuals that, over the last 3 months, because we do a season by about 1 season per month. So we're just looking for people to be active, man. If you do one thing per season, man, you're good. We would like you to do more, but, 1 is the minimum. So we looked at it. The other 2 guys, stepped up, chimed in, said that they'll be more active, blah, blah, blah. He said nothing. He stayed in the shadows. So I'm always trying to be up and honest and open with the entire league when stuff is going on, because part of his comment, burned me the wrong way when he's talking about stuff is shady here, which for me, I never do stuff in the DM. I bring it to the league to allow the league to see everything that goes down here. So I posted the message, hey man, the other 2 guys stepped up, still have not heard from you. If you plan on being here and you want to continue to be here, hit up expert and just take it from there, man. Not too serious, man. I say, hey man, all you gotta do is be active 1 time a season. I guess that was too much for him. He said the league has become based mainly on YouTube, which he is known since the summer of 2016. So this wasn't like it was new to him. So for me, him to say, hey, boot me, cool, I don't care, it's no skin on my back. I can't miss anybody that hasn't done anything. So I can understand if you was entertaining, you was providing something else to the league, but he wasn't. So for him to say, oh, I'm leaving, insert Jay-Z here, okay, peace. And as you see, 5 minutes later, the team was filled with somebody else who's coming in with some Photoshop skills to help out the league and keep pushing the league forward. So it worked out perfect for me. So no skin on my back. I know some guys in the league will miss him because he built a relationship with them. Never had a relationship with him. Never spoke to him that often. So for me, there's no skin on my back. But what were your thoughts?
Yeah, like I just just looking at the process, like when a lot of guys, say that it's a lot of personal shady stuff going on, like they don't understand the process as the steps that we take when we trying to remove somebody from the league. First off, it'd be a vote, and a lot of times the option is always given. If you cool with this person or you associate with this person, reach out to them and let them know, listen, it's time to start picking up your slack. Your time here is on the countdown. Now if a guy's getting all those type of warnings, whereas though you got somebody DMing you that you associate with, somebody that you built the personal relationship with in the group, and they DM you, let you know what's going on, or you got the commission or the co-commissioners posting things to the main chat, letting you know that, listen, people know who they is, the ones that know that they slagging. So when them messages get posted to the main chat, I'm pretty sure that they know that it's not directed, it's directed towards them. Let's put it like that. So if you're getting all these fair warnings, why not just pick up the ball and just, like you said, just do one little show a season and you cool. So my thoughts on it was just, like I said, like I just want when dudes just say a lot of stuff is directed to them personally, it's not, because it's a crazy process that goes on behind the scenes for somebody to be booted out the league, which a lot of people don't understand. Like it's automatically every time when somebody get booted, it rub a couple other dudes the wrong way, like, well dang, this person got booted for this. No, like it's actually a process, and it's actually a group of individuals behind the scenes that put a lot of things into play to see why this person should be booted, why this person should not be. So
exactly, man. And I guess everybody should know, I hope they know by now, that the Dynasty has a board now, so pretty much everything is voted on as a collective with those individuals. So anytime somebody is removed, is voted on, and those individuals voted to remove this person from the league, or I've always tried to, especially like a person that's been here for a while, I've always tried to give them so many opportunities to either step up or do something else before they were removed. But it just gets to a certain point where you see, hey man, this guy's just not gonna do right, so there's no point in even holding on to him. It's becoming a detriment to the league in some type of way, because he just doesn't want to participate. So hey man, I wish you nothing but the best. Enjoy the other leagues that you're in. But I will close on this note though. That boy Good can never come back to the Dynasty as long as I'm here. So for you guys that are at some point will start some hashtags, hashtag bring back That Boy's Good, know that he'll never come back here. Why? Because he's never contributed to the league. Anybody that has ever come back to the league has contributed. If you look at HBO, he came to the league, he contributed. HB, he contributed. Anybody else that has come back, they have contributed at some point and brought some form of entertainment to the league. So for That Boy Good, nah, he can't never come back, because I know he'll come back and he'll do the same thing. And I'm just not about to get into arguments with that guy about that. I'm just not gonna do it. So for me, his name is off the table forever as long as I'm here. So, but I'm not gonna dwell on that too much, man. It's too much big stuff coming up as we head into the spring, man. I know a big, large number of us are getting ready to head out to EA Play, which I'm excited about, because whenever you talk to a bunch of guys, man, over a group me for a long period of time, you kind of start to know their personality. Hopefully you'll get out to California, man, meet up. For the guys that drink, have a couple drinks, man, chill. Just EA Play is a good thing, man. Standing in line for like 8 hours, so you really get to chop it up for a minute. So I'm excited for that. So what are your thoughts, man, as we head into the spring, as we start to make this push for high stakes?
Man, EA Play, man, I'm ready, man. Listen, man, listen. I wouldn't want to miss it. That's all I'm gonna say. Everybody that's coming, good vibes. We'll have a good time, man. Like you just said, man, you've been associating with a group of guys, in the main chat, just talking about a lot of things. Like, I'm excited for it. I'm just excited, meet everybody, see what's going on. But heading into high stakes, man, you already know. That's like the most juiciest part of Madden, well, our Madden cycle, because I don't know how it is in other leagues, but it's like the most juiciest part of the whole Madden cycle, because it's a dog eat dog world, that season is just crazy. It's gonna be electrifying. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, man. I know for me, man, I'm about to start pivoting towards getting ready for the draft, man. Start creating the draft board. I got a lot of exciting things that I want to try to do this year to make it even better than it was last year. Even though last year, man, was like a leap forward from what we did our first season. I want to do the same thing again this year, man, and just keep it going, man. Like I said, man, this league is about entertainment, having fun. I want to get back to that, me personally, and I know everybody else does as well, man, to not have to do the bickering all the time, man. Just get back to playing some Madden, enjoying the game, even though it's not the best, but we're hoping for the best in Madden 19. So, but I look forward to that, man. I look forward to meeting everybody. But let's get back to business, man. The business of the Dynasty, and let's take a look at, man, the playoff push, man. So I guess, man, first up we'll start with the NFC Playoff Picture, which is, some of it is the norm, but we have some new contenders here, man. So what are your thoughts so far on this playoff picture, and who could take home that Dynasty trophy this year from the NFC?
The top NFC top seeds, it's expected. I don't know if anybody gonna be able to dethrone them, but I'm excited about the bottom portion. We got HBO, the new owner of the Lions, in the playoffs, so that's gonna be exciting. We got the Packers, but that last spot not even actually locked up. You got the Packers. They could make that little last spot push. You got the Panthers, I believe they won. And you got LP and the injured Falcons. So that last slot is really interesting, but it's good to see the 49ers back in it. And it's always exciting to see, the Redskins and the Saints, and also the Bears. So it's gonna be real interesting. But right now, if I had to make my prediction who's coming out of the NFC, it's hard to go against him, man. I'm gonna have to go with Hot Tub Beans, though, that just like I don't see nobody dethroning him. I watched a game last night, him versus HB30. HB30 seemed to always be hanging in the game with him, but he always seems to make a critical mistake or take a risky gamble, and it seems to always come back and bite him at the end. But coming out of NFC, I had to go with Hot Tub. I just don't see nobody dethroning unless Matty Ice. He had a good game against him, I believe, last year, but even out of Matty Ice, East 30 went to dethrone him. But right now, if I had to make a pick, I'm going with Hot Tub.
Yeah, I have to agree, man. Anytime you play the Cowboys, man, you have to play a damn near perfect game, and you can't make any mistakes in order to win that game. So I'm kind of expecting him to come out of the NFC again. But the one thing that pisses me off, man, is that the Lions are sitting at that number 6 spot at 8-7. Last season, I was sitting at 10-6 and didn't make the playoffs. So the following year that I have a down year, 8-7 team will possibly make the playoffs, man, which kind of sucks. So, but just need to tighten up and get back in this NFC, man, and make a push so I can get back to a championship in the Dynasty. But let's go ahead, man, and move on to the AFC. Pretty much a lot of the top tier teams are expected. We have some new contenders coming in this wild card position, including yourself. So what do you expect from this AFC playoff picture?
It's man, listen, the AFC, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's tight. Even though you got the Dolphins sitting at 12-4, 12, I believe the LA Chargers sitting at 12-3. They can easily switch a flop with a win and a loss. So, but it's pretty much locked up. You got Jacksonville, I believe, is going to take in the last spot with myself. It's tough, man. Of course, I'm in the playoffs, so I don't want to bet against myself, but I feel that I'm one piece away from making that championship run. So if I had to pick somebody out of this besides myself, I would have to go with Expert. The reason why I would go with Expert is Expert plays a well-balanced game, and every time he go up against tight work, he seems to go neck to neck with tight work. So that's gonna be a good matchup. Andy, I don't think Madden is gonna let up on his injuries. It seems like every time we get in the playoffs, key people seem to get hurt. So I think the Madden playoff curse will continue on him. The LA Chargers, we got a new user. I call him a wild card user. A wild card user because nobody actually seen what type of game style he brings to the game. So it's gonna be hard game planning against him. But if I had to go with somebody out of the AFC, I'm gonna have to go with Expert. I go with Expert.
Yeah, man, I agree, man. Expert is he's been this version, man. He's been on it, man. He hasn't had a down year yet, so he's always in the hunt. And he's looking to put up another banner. But I think the one thing, man, that's still up in the air in the AFC, man, is that number 6 spot, because you have the Jags at 11-5 and the Jets still at 11-5. You know how we still have not figured out how the system determines tiebreakers, so it's going to be very interesting to see who gets that 6th spot when we advance the league to the wild card round. So,
and the crazy part about it, just looking at it, man, on paper, out of all the teams, the Jaguars had the most nastiest defense on paper. If you're looking at it on paper, like I said, the AFC is it's crazy. Like, even though I can see Expert coming out, it's just if Andy can stay healthy, it's like it's crazy, man. It's gonna be a crazy. This is gonna be a good playoff run. I'm telling you, man. This is gonna be one of the most best dynasty playoff runs that we had, because it's a lot of teams with a lot of talent that's in the playoffs, man. And you never know, man. If you get the Madden curse, you never know if you get the Madden gonna do you good, treat you wrong. You never know. Know.
Yeah, my one thing, man, is with Addy 5, man, is tight work seems to be his kryptonite, man. He just can't seem to beat the Dolphins, man, which is his favorite team in real life. So I don't know if that's hindering him or not, but he just can't get over that tight work hump. So if those two meet in the NFC Championship game, man, somehow, some way, I will, probably bet the house on tight work again, man, just because of their past. But really kind of see, man, the Texans coming out of the AFC, going up against Hot Tub probably again, and should be interesting, man. Because that first matchup in the Super Bowl where the Texans took it, it was a good playoff, man. Nobody gave Expert a chance in that matchup. Everybody pretty much had already crowned Hot Tub, giving him the title, but Expert pulled it out. So, hey, any given Sunday in the Dynasty, man, anybody can win. So that's what makes this league so great, man. So, but we'll go ahead and move on, man, to the most controversial segment on the DML network, and that's the What the Fuck segment. All right, man. So who's first up on the WTF segment?
All right, man. As I was scrolling through the stats, looking at the Dynasty, checking out a couple things, the MVP, MVP race it's on my mind because I have a player that is having a monstrous season on the defensive side of the ball, and he's second. So I'm looking, I did some research on Ezekiel Elliott, and this motherfucker has won the Dynasty League MVP for the past four seasons. How the fuck is that? We have a running back winning the MVP every single year. It's like, I don't know what Hot Tub over there doing. I don't know what the defenses that are playing against him is doing. But this guy has to be dethroned. Like, he can't continue to win MVP after MVP after MVP at the running back position. It's like, come on, man. Defense, can we step up, please? DML, can we step up, please, and dethrone this guy, man? But you can go ahead and just give him the button.
What the fuck? All right, so I guess we'll move on, man. Who do you have up here?
Number two, man. Number two. And I was looking through a couple things, I'm like, dang, every season you're just looking for what the fuck moments, man. Alright. And this moment right here stood out to me because I actually played against this user. And I was watching, I actually had my eye on this quarterback. And it gotta be KB Blazing and the Tennessee Titans. With the quarterback position. He threw a total of 68 interceptions. Damn. 68. Now I believe the record was 73, correct?
Correct.
Now, I don't know if the run game's not working. I don't know if Madden, cause this cycle Madden do seem to overthrow a lot of balls, miss a lot of wide open passes, but 68 interceptions, that's crazy. After you threw 20, you should have said, no, what, I'm gonna adjust, it's time to run the rock. But 68, man, like, you only a couple shy from almost breaking that record, man. It seemed like every year you scratching the surface on that INT record, man. So on that note, man, you can give him the what the fuck button too.
What the fuck? All right, man. So let's go ahead and move on, man. Who do you have here?
LP, man. Every season, man, it seems to just, like, I don't know if y'all motherfuckers ain't drinking y'all milk over there in Atlanta. I don't know if y'all not working out, but how every season your damn whole roster seems to be hurt. Who is your training staff, man? Like, you need to fire them. You need to just fire everybody. You need to build a new fucking workout facility, something. Get everybody on some milk, some vitamins, something, because there's no way every single season, man. Every season, fucking damn near half of your roster is hurt. I feel sorry for Uncle Douglas, man, because he can't seem to complete a damn season. He break his leg, come back, break his arm, come back, break a finger. Like, you gotta tighten up over there, man. But on that note, you give him the button too.
What the fuck? All right, man. So once again, we're gonna move on. And what do you have here?
Everybody last year seemed to look at me crazy, right, when I made my draft pick. And this quarterback was on, I believe, everybody's draft board. Everybody like, oh man, he's the next Joe Montana mixed with Michael Vick. He's this, he's that. He's gonna be the greatest quarterback that we've seen come out of college in the Madden cycle. Stanley has just been looking like a mediocre quarterback. I don't see no type of splash of him being the greatest QB. All I see is turnover. Now a lot of people gonna say, "Oh man, it's the user. Oh man, it's the system that he in." No. I believe there was a lot of hype. He remind me of Adam Morrison coming out of college. Everybody like, "Oh my God, Adam Morrison this, Adam Morrison that." They got to the NBA and he was folding like paper. So on that note, man, you could give everybody that was hype over him the button too.
What the fuck? Alright, so we're gonna move to the last what the fuck moment of the 2021 season. So what do you have here?
This last one, man, it was a shocker to me, but alright, the Bills. I don't know what's going on out there. I don't know if it's the curse. I don't know what it is. How did you win a total of 8 games out of 4 seasons?
Damn.
I don't know what's going on out there in Buffalo, but y'all ain't catching no W's. Y'all catching a lot of L's. You mean? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they not focused. I don't know if, they just like fuck it. We gonna just keep losing until high stakes pop up and just put all our chips on the table. But this shit is bad. Like this, y'all should be hitting the panic button. Y'all should be like everything. Y'all, it's bad. It's bad out there, man. It's bad. I need to tighten up, but you can get on the button too.
What the fuck? Alright, so that closes out the what the fuck segment for the 2021 season. So I guess we'll move on to our final season, man. It's the comeback user of the 2021 season. So who gets this award this year?
You gotta go to Indy first, because last year I believe he won a division at 8-8. This year, he came out on fire. He added a couple pieces to his wide receiver core behind OJ Howard. He's sitting at 11-4, I believe. Had some tough games this year against some tough opponents. He's ranked 9 in total offensive yards, averaging 25 points a game. So that right there, from what he did last year to this year, he just turned a lot of things around, and he's back in the playoffs. This was a user when he picked the 49ers. A lot of people was like, "What the fuck is he doing?" Like, what is he doing? And he told a lot of people that, listen, give me a couple years, and I'm gonna turn this team around. And he's starting to stand by his product, because they definitely started to make a little noise in the dynasty. Heading into that high stakes stretch, he's definitely got that team going in the right direction. So we definitely had to give it to him this year. There was a lot of guys that was scratching the surface, but I believe that this dude actually was patient year after year, added multiple pieces. Through the hard times, he stuck in there. I believe some seasons he was only winning like 4 games, 5 games. But trust the process, and he trusted, and it's starting to pay out.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I think a lot of his problem early on when we first started was he was still coaching, so the football season was still going, so he wasn't able to focus as much as he wanted to. But now that that's over, I think he's finished up school as well, so he's able to put more time into his team, so it's starting to pay off for him. I know I played him this year. I had him on the ropes. I had a couple issues at the house when my daughter woke up, so she kind of threw me off, so he was able to make a comeback and get another victory against me, which is I'm not happy about, but I'll take it. But I think, man, he's turning it around. He still doesn't have a quarterback. I think he's still looking for a quality user quarterback that'll finally get him over the hump. But I think he deserves this award, man, for turning that team around and winning that division the way he did. A lot of people in the chat say that's the weakest division in the dynasty, but hey, man, you got to get it how you can get it at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
So, man, I guess this closes out another episode of Move the Sticks, man. You got anything to say before we get up out of here?
Playoff time, baby. Let's go, man. We fired up. Still is in the playoffs, man. You already know. You already know what's going on. Yeah. He there. He ready. He fired up. Waiting to see what this XP gonna look like. It's man. Listen, man. Look, I don't care. Look, all love expert. We definitely coming for your head. Everybody in the AFC. Look, watch out. We definitely coming, man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, most definitely. Let me see. You got a divisional matchup the first round. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
So you be going to Cincinnati, man. So you guys, what on the season? You had last matchup was a tie, right?
Yeah, man, that Med, yo, listen, man, he be coming out, like, I don't know, man, I think he be watching my film, man, because he be coming out, I be audible in certain ways. Next thing you know, he shifting his deep, like, I don't know, man, but he a great user. I love playing him every year, man, but in the playoffs, man, let's go. I'm coming for your motherfucking, I'm chopping your head off. Fuck you, chopping your head off, man.
That should be interesting, man. Hopefully we can get one of these games, man, live broadcasted, man, so we can all tune in to the same game and talk some noise, man. So, but we're working on that. Hopefully we can get that done. So, like I said, man, this is another episode of Move the Sticks. I'm your host, Nasty Noop. Like always, I have my co-host Terra Dome, aka the OG Chris Murray, and we're out. Peace.
The Dynasty Madden League grind in 365.